In this video, I want to talk about a tool within regular traditional As You Learn assignments called a grading guide. And a grading guide is a great way to create criteria for an assignment, assign specific points, and grade the students accordingly. From the student view, this is how it would look. Once they click the assignment, if you've created a grading guide, right away they would see all the criteria and how many points each item is worth. Returning to the main page, I want to show you how to add a grading guide and also how to grade student work once they've submitted. Your first step is to click Turn Editing On. Once editing is on, click Add an Activity or Resource. If you're on All, just select Assignment. You'll go through all the traditional settings. You'll have a name. You'll also have a description. Here you'll enter the due date. Key point for grading guide is within the grade settings. Here under point, you're going to determine how many points are possible. I'm going to leave it at the default of 100. And then here under grading method, rather than simple direct, I'm going to click this and select grading guide. Now I'm going to hit Save and Display. Since I haven't attached a grading guide to this assignment, I have two options. If I have some grading guides I've used in other courses, I have a template. But more than likely, if you're just starting out, you have to build one from scratch. Your first step is to give it a name. You can also write a description, but the key elements are down below. So here in the grading guide, first, you're going to click a criterion name. And then here you put a description for students of what you're looking for with that element. So I've provided the name, punctuation, and here's a description of what I'm looking for. You can also provide a description for graders if you have multiple people grading, just reminding them what the key points are that you're looking for. And then under max score, you just assign a point value. So I've added one criterion. So then I just need to add criterion for every item in my rubric. You can add as many criterion as you need. It's important to remember, if you made a 100-point assignment, it's a good idea to make sure that all your max scores, when totaled together, equal 100. Another nice feature within the grading guide is frequently used comments. As teachers, you find yourself repeating yourself, giving students feedback. You can actually build in some of those comments, and then when you want to add it to a particular student, you just click and add this frequently used comment. Once you've added one frequently used comment, you would just click here to add additional ones. When you're all done, you can click Save as Draft. That means I want to come back to it. Or if it's ready to go, click Save Grading Guide and make it ready. Returning to the main page, so as the teacher, how do you grade using the grading guide? All you have to do is click the assignment. Just click the blue grade button. It's going to open to the first student. If they've made a submission, you would see it here and you could click on it to view it. And then you're just going to go through and comment on the different criteria or just enter scores. So if I want to write a comment related to this particular criteria, I just put it there. Or I can click the Insert Frequently Used Comment. And then I provide a number. This criterion was worth 10 points, so I can just enter the score I want to give. Going through, it's important that you enter numbers for each box. When you're all done, you also have the ability to enter just general feedback comments, and then you click Save Changes. All of those scores will be totaled. If you've missed one of the boxes or perhaps entered a number that is larger than what's allowed, you may get one of these red error messages, and then it's important to look for that particular criteria and correct the issue. When you're all done, it will say graded, and then you could just advance to the next student to grade that person. I hope this helps.